Hey everyone, Steve here. Gonna do another video. Gonna just try and keep it brief. Wanted to talk a little bit more about the whole the whole Philip Schofield controversy, and I also want to touch a little bit more on the guy Simon Schofield, who isn't related to Philip Schofield, and I said before in my previous video how I thought that was a little bit strange. Schofield. It's not exactly a very common surname. It's not like it would be Philip Smith, Simon Smith. But there was an article that was posted in the Daily Mail late yesterday afternoon, and the headline was that it says Philip Schofield is leaning heavily on close friend Simon Schofield for support amid his feud with Holly Willoughby. And this is what sources close to the veteran TV star have told the Mail Online. I'm imagining these sources are probably people who are maybe, I guess, once friendly with Philip Schofield, have heard and know exactly what has gone on. And he said, first person that I had a drink with before the wheels fell off, I guess he's referring to the pandemic, first I've seen as we tried to reattach them. So these guys, no doubt, are very close. And, and when I say close, I mean, I imagine talking very, very close. And Philip did say in another tweet when somebody asked him about their friendship, he said that basically this is somebody that he's known for about 20 years. And with Simon Schofield, it will be interesting to see if more will come out about him. At first, when I saw this headline with the Daily Mail, I was thinking, is this their way of like Philip's PR team trying to, have him in a good light here? But then when I actually read into the article, its sources apparently close to the veteran TV star, said this. So this is the thing now. So I mean, if the allegations are true, and there's been grooming going on, and it's not just Philip, but it's Simon as well, then bloody justice has to be served, and they both have to be exposed. Um, and yeah, so with reading through this article here, just it doesn't sound like, Philip he is not well liked at all in the showbiz circles. Dan Wooten's saying about, calling Philip a monster. He's saying he is rude. People have to sit still and speak when they're spoken to. He just has a very aggressive attitude. No matter how nice I've been, he's been arrogant. He is all nice and all smiles for the camera and jolly. But frankly, he's fake, and it's time he got the boot. And Dan's just probably being fairly nice here. I'm sure Dan knows what really has gone on. He's Dan Wooten is, he's in the know. And yeah, with this stuff with Simon, Simon, who's not really it's not like he's a guy like Philip who's really famous and, is publicly noted, but if he's been involved in this stuff with Philip, then he's going to be exposed as well. And a lot of it just seems very strange with this. It is very strange, and there's the stuff there to do with Matthew McGreevy, and I came across a video earlier on. It was like a showreel of this Matthew McGreevy showreel, and he had done stuff. I guess he had peered and kind of done some little bit presenting on this morning. Had an interview. He interviewed Philip Schofield, and yeah, it's just a funny one. It really is, and there's other stuff there about how when McGreevy was tweeting Philip, Philip, it took him probably within. He was tweeting him back in 2011, 2012 time, even 2013, but then he didn't reply to him until 2014. So there's just some stuff there that's very odd, and if the stuff isn't true, if all these grooming allegations aren't true, I still don't think Philip Schofield is a very pleasant character. It seems that more people in showbiz dislike him than they like him, and And also, I mean, you hear the stories now about how all these celebrities don't want to don't want to be there on this morning and appear in the show. Phil's going to be there, but then that didn't stop Carol Vorderman appearing and acting up today, and and this is Carol Vorderman. It's always up on her high horse, slagging off the Tories, but then she was all buddy buddy when she was seen out in public with Matt Hancock. Um, but it's with Schofield, you know, but there's a picture there, Phillip Schofield, Simon Schofield, and Simon making the joke saying he looks 12 and drugged. I believe he was actually 17 at the time, but just a very weird thing to joke about, and but not something I find funny. But then about 100 odd people on his Facebook found it funny though. Um, you see this photo here, the look of love. Another very strange photograph, and just so young looking, this kid, McGreevy. And yes, it's going to be very interesting. To see what ends up happening. But I had a poll that I put up yesterday, and I said what when they get the axe, and this is yesterday. So I said, would it be tomorrow, a week, 2 weeks, or 2 months? And so far, I think the last I checked, the majority of people believe 43% say it's 2 months, and that's I have the feeling within 2 months he'll probably get the axe. I think obviously this honeymoon period is well and truly over with Phillip and Holly. The ratings have dropped. They've gone down. Was 170,000 people less watching the show. Just very odd, awkward interactions there with Holly and Phil. I think this whole thing about Holly having to leave earlier on yesterday to go to Buckingham Palace, that probably was bullshit. But then there was that weird, awkward moment where they kissed. It's way too much. Even looking at comments, there was comments on the Daily Mail article, and people are saying, "We're with you, Phil." And then someone from Reading said, "Holly should be sacked. Let Phil present on his own. He's the best presenter the country's ever had." Oh boy. I mean, really, they both should be sacked, really. But some of the comments here are just pretty damn funny. And where was another one? Just one moment. Somebody else was like, "Oh, shut up. We've heard about all of the both." Well, this Schofield thing has been the past 6 days in the news. One of the main things, and but no one really knows about Simon. That's the important thing, and you've got now Daily Mail reporting on this. Bringing up the close pal Simon. So it's gonna be interesting to see if we hear more about Simon Schofield in this in this thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking to be. I'm going to be more active. I'm going to certainly be much more active, more content, and I'll try and keep. I think I'm going to be a bit more interactive and take suggestions and see what you guys would like to see me talk about. Maybe some more of the dark side of type videos. But yeah, stay tuned though, guys. As I say, there'll be more videos up soon. So thanks, guys. See ya.